Guys, welcome back to the channel. Your daily source for real one and no nonsense NFL updates. If you are someone who lives and breathes football, you are in the right place. Here's we don't do fake hype or clickbait and breathe only real stories, smarter breakdowns and the real moves that actually matter. Right now, something big is happening around the Philadelphia Eagles, and trust me, this is the kind of updates that could change everything. So make sure you stay logged in because what you are about to hear might just surprise you. Okay, let's go on the.
The Philadelphia Eagles have just made a move that is sending shockwaves across the NFL. And this time, it is not speculation, not rumor, not insider whispers. It is official. The front office has locked in three high-impact players in a coordinated signing strategy that signals one clear message to the rest of the league. This team is not waiting, not rebuilding, and definitely not slowing down. They are going all in, and they are doing it right now. For fans, this moment feels both exciting and overwhelming, because while expectations were already high, this kind of aggressive roster upgrade changes everything about how this team will be viewed heading into the season. What makes this situation even more fascinating is how calculated these signings appear to be. This was not a random splash or a desperate attempt to fill gaps. Instead, each addition directly addresses specific needs that showed up in critical moments last season. The Eagles were already one of the most competitive teams, but there were areas where consistency slipped, especially in high-pressure games where depth and adaptability matter most. By bringing in three players who each bring a unique strength, whether it is explosive playmaking, defensive stability, or veteran leadership, the team has effectively raised its floor and its ceiling at the same time. One of the key elements behind this move is timing. The NFL landscape is constantly shifting, with rivals upgrading, young teams rising, and established contenders trying to hold their ground. The Eagles' front office clearly understands that standing still is the fastest way to fall behind. Instead of waiting to react, they have taken control of the narrative. This proactive approach is what separates good teams from great organizations, and right now, Philadelphia is positioning itself firmly in that elite category. Fans are reacting in a way that reflects both excitement and disbelief. Social media is filled with reactions ranging from pure hype to cautious optimism. Some are calling this a championship-caliber move, while others are taking a more measured approach, reminding everyone that signings on paper still need to translate into performance on the field. But even the most skeptical voices are acknowledging one thing: this changes the conversation. The Eagles are no longer just a strong team. They are now a team under intense spotlight, with expectations that will be impossible to ignore. From a strategic perspective, what stands out most is how these players complement the existing roster. Chemistry in football is not just about talent, it is about fit. A star player who does not align with the system can disrupt more than they contribute. But in this case, the selections suggest a deep understanding of both the locker room culture and the coaching philosophy. These are players who can integrate quickly, adapt to the system, and enhance what is already working rather than forcing a complete reset. Another layer to consider is the message this sends to the rest of the roster. When a front office invests in top-tier talent, it creates a ripple effect throughout the team. Current players feel the urgency, the competition, and the opportunity. It raises the intensity in practice, sharpens focus during games, and reinforces the idea that every position matters. No one can afford to be comfortable, and that kind of internal pressure often leads to better overall performance. There is also a financial angle that cannot be ignored. Signing multiple star players requires careful cap management, and pulling it off without compromising future flexibility is a challenge that only well-run organizations can handle. This move suggests that the Eagles are not only thinking about the present, but also managing the future responsibly. They are balancing aggression with sustainability, which is a rare combination in a league where teams often lean too far in one direction. Of course, with big moves come big expectations. The spotlight will be brighter, the scrutiny sharper, and the margin for error smaller. Every game will be analyzed, every performance dissected, and every decision questioned. That is the reality of becoming a headline team in the NFL. But for a franchise like the Eagles, that pressure is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. This is a team that thrives on energy, on intensity, and on proving doubters wrong. The coaching staff now faces an exciting challenge. Integrating new talent into an already competitive system requires adjustments, creativity, and clear communication. Playbooks may evolve, roles may shift, and new dynamics will emerge. But this is where great coaching makes the difference. Turning individual talent into cohesive execution is what separates contenders from champions, and the next phase for the Eagles will be about making that transition as smooth and effective as possible. For the fans, this moment feels like a turning point. There is a sense that something big is building, that this team is not just aiming for playoff appearances, but for something much greater. The energy around the franchise is rising, and with each new development, that momentum continues to grow. It is the kind of atmosphere that can carry a team through tough stretches and elevate performance in critical moments. At the same time, it is important to stay grounded in reality. Football is unpredictable, injuries happen, chemistry takes time, and not every plan unfolds perfectly. But what matters is direction, and right now, the direction is clear. The Eagles are moving forward with purpose, with confidence, and with a willingness to take calculated risks. One of the most interesting aspects of this situation is how it impacts the competition within the division and the conference. Rivals will now have to adjust, rethink strategies, and find ways to counter a roster that has become even more dangerous. This kind of move does not just strengthen one team, it reshapes the competitive landscape. Games that were already intense will now carry even more weight, and matchups that fans were already excited about will become must-watch events. There is also a psychological edge that comes with moves like this. When a team makes bold decisions, it sends a signal of belief in the roster, belief in the system, and belief in the ability to compete at the highest level. That confidence can be contagious, spreading from the front office to the players to the fans. It creates an identity, a sense of purpose that can drive performance in ways that go beyond physical talent. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on how quickly these new pieces come together. Early games will be closely watched, not just for results, but for signs of cohesion, communication, and execution. Fans will be looking for flashes of brilliance, moments that confirm the potential that these signings represent. And, while it may take time for everything to fully click, the expectation will be that progress is visible from the start. This is also a moment that highlights the importance of leadership within the team. Veteran players, coaches, and key figures in the locker room will play a crucial role in setting the tone, managing expectations, and ensuring that the focus remains on performance rather than hype. Managing success is often as challenging as achieving it, and maintaining balance will be essential. Ultimately, what the Eagles have done here is more than just sign 3 players. They have made a statement. They have defined their ambition, clarified their direction, and raised the stakes for themselves and everyone around them. It is a move that carries risk, but also immense potential. And in a league where the difference between good and great often comes down to bold decisions, this is exactly the kind of move that can change everything. The journey ahead will not be easy, and there will be challenges along the way. But for now, one thing is certain: the Eagles have captured the attention of the entire NFL. Fans are watching, analysts are debating, and opponents are preparing. The season just became a lot more interesting, and the spotlight is now firmly on Philadelphia.
So, and what's a wrap for today's update? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more real straight to the point coverage of the NFL, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turns on notification so you never miss the what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think this move makes the Philadelphia Eagles ever more dangerous this season, or is there still something missing? I read your takes and they shape what we do, what we talk about next. Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay rated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching and share this video. Thanks so much.